it started as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the USC Trojans, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Trojans will boot it away to start the game. Looking for blockers. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Right back to the well. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Jamison. Finds his tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Newt Rockne, Ara Parseghian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Finds his man. It's Morton. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you watch film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
He'll pull it on the read. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Scanning the field, it's Jamison. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Irish.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 72 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the missed connection on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Trojans send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, running back gets the give. Gets it past the marker. It's a running, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over Tulane. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling one or two guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
Wants to fire on second down. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Takes it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we've got to get a stop. We've got to stop the bleeding and get the ball back to our offense.
Second down.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Jamison. Lets it fly. Working the middle. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Larson. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fat.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Turning it on. Knocked down for the tackle.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Final play of the quarter coming. From the gun, running back on the move. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter and Notre Dame has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Come on, set. Here's the handoff. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Jamison. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Ready. The run from the shotgun. Smashes through the tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Here we go. Handoff from the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff to the single back. Steamrolls his way ahead. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Pace, 27, jump. Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Coming out with it, it's Pena. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
USC offense will take over. 1st and 10.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Tackled on the play at the 39-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. On the move. Finds a crease at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Silva. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Handoff to the lone back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Last two runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch around the 50. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to pass. It's Jamison. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out. It's Pena. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Will take over 1st and 10.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the back. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, it's Jamison. Snagged in the middle, it's Larson. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And they tacked on the extra point.
That makes the score Notre Dame 45, USC 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They want to throw it. Get it out on the screen. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
To the air, it's Jamison. Makes the grab, it's Morton. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Now, Notre Dame.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Field goal is good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down.
At the 15, and the USC offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out route.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Brings up 2nd down.
The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Set, ready. To the line, to the line. On set. Fire.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Here we go. Set.
Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Grab behind the line. It's Pena. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pulls it in on the right. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down.
On the ready.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. From the gun, the ground game. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll try the right side. Creates a little room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. To throw, it's Jamison. It's complete. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26.
The offense will take over. 1st and 10.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive.
Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes him talk to the hand. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Try to get it to the edge. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
When you run it up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Trojans.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Got his man on the right, and he'll be brought down.
I'll tell you, it's tough to complete 2-point conversions. Obviously, very small windows to throw into. Couldn't come away with that one. Let's see how that affects the outcome.
Number 13, set to kick it off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Jamison. Finds his big tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this team.
Breaks into the open. All the way out out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Morton. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one.
Let's go! Let's go!
Leaves it with the running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's one.
Caught at the 25. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Irish. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And, guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there, and the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man downfield. turning it on. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
He's tackled.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And the Trojans are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
It's third down.
They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Trojans in the hurry up. Defense in press coverage. The give to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on second and goal?
Ready.
Motion from the wide receiver. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well, and running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to the end zone. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
Trick 9, B.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going.
Come on, set.
Back to throw, it's Jamison. Quick strike complete. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. You know, Jesse, they threw that to him in double coverage, and I like that sometimes because you can't let the defense just dictate what you're going to do.
No, they're going to make sure he gets his, Reese, no doubt about it. And they're going to force it over to him, hoping that he can make a play, and knowing that he can. But
there he goes! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all sheet. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the jeweled shillelagh. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.